Welcome back to Rome Boys. On this episode, we're doing a how-to video.
How to
put up a billboard.
How to put up a billboard.
Yes.
Why do we want to put up a billboard?
So that millions of people will see it.
Oh, well, that's easy.
Oh, here we go.
Millions
sense to
of
me.
all different types of people that drive down the road and see it. Yeah.
Because everybody drives, usually.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to see it somewhere.
Exactly.
Well, what's the favorite one that you see on the side of the road? Does a billboard work? It just
Just
did.
did.
Yeah. Boom.
Yeah.
They
That was
read that.
creative.
It was very creative.
So,
Yeah.
Tony, you've got some experience putting up billboards. Where did that all start out?
I taught theology for 11 years, and even from the very first year at two different schools, I would do a competition with my students, 6th grade versus 7th grade versus 8th grade, even divided up in classes, and said, whoever can raise the most money to put up this billboard will get all these prizes and get to shave my head or put a chocolate sundae on my head or something crazy like that. I had to dress up as a baby one time and eat baby food, all that kind of stuff, whatever they wanted kind of stuff. So it was a lot of fun. And of course, the class that wins gets to do that. But everybody wins because then we got to put up a billboard. So in the first year, we raised 1,000. Next year, a couple thousand, a few thousand, then 5, 6, 7, 8,000. By the time I was at the end, we put up 3 billboards in 1 year.
Dang.
So it was about a total of like 15 billboards while I was a teacher. So when we got started with Rome Boys, I'm like, why don't we just put up billboards too? This
Sure.
is not that bad.
I'm sorry. Could you start over? I lost you when you dressed up like a baby.
I was sitting there going, that's a lot of baby food.
It was simple as putting on a bib and then the baby food, and we're done.
Okay,
Back
that's
to
good.
class.
Okay. I was
Not in
picturing
a onesie or something like that.
I was picturing the diaper with the diaper pins on the
Yes.
side.
No.
Oh, no.
The pacifier,
Boss baby.
sprig of hair.
Power nap.
Boss baby. I don't know
Had a
much.
suit tie.
But it worked.
goodness.
It worked, yeah.
It's
and it's so cool because my students would drive past that every day with their parents, and they saw the billboard that they helped put
They
up.
contributed.
Dude, how cool is that?
And zoom
I mean,
So
ahead
was
to-
it-
my billboard. I did that.
Did 6th grade ever win over
Oh
7th
yeah,
and 8th?
always. It changed every year, like it was always competitive. And those 6th graders were 7th graders next year, so they built it up. They were getting money over the summer, and then 8th grade.
How did they
Well,
do
they
it?
were kind of cooler, so they're like not getting burned out. But they eventually some of them won. So, but the
Yeah.
6th graders super excited. 7th graders, we got this. We did this last year. And 8th
Yeah.
grade like, yeah, we'll contribute if we have to.
So yeah, how did that? What do they do to raise money? I know we're getting into the weeds
Well,
on. We're going to talk
some
about.
did car washes. Other ones just went door to door, sold stuff,
so
whatever
cool.
it is. A lot of them did. In Dodge City at the cathedral there, they would sell enchiladas, and oh my gosh, they sold a lot of enchiladas.
And it was up to
was
them
nuts.
what they did.
Yes, and their
That is
parents
so
are
cool.
They don't
involved.
call
Of course, they tell their parents on a Friday night, and they got to get ready by Sunday, and the parents are going crazy. But then they bring
Sure.
in $500. You're like, where did you get all that money?
They don't call them enchiliddles.
There you
Nope.
go.
They're enchiladas.
That was the most profitable one for sure. They did a car wash at a Chili's one time, and people were just, no
Wow.
big deal. So,
And so what? I mean, what'd you tell these kids to say to people?
just to go out, they were
We're putting it-
pro-life ones for
Okay.
starters. So let's
Okay.
get the word out about pro-life,
Yeah.
And do you guys believe that, we should, babies in the womb? Absolutely.
Get 'em fired up.
We got to be Catholics of action. We got to do something with our faith. So we say we're pro-life, but what are we doing about it? So here's the way to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was the prizes or be pumping them up or just seeing me as a baby.
Yeah.
It all worked, whatever it was.
Yeah.
So, yes.
So if you'd
And
like
I'm
to donate
not
to
doing
our...
that. Nice try.
You said it.
I was going to try it. Oh, man. I was going to issue a challenge.
He'll have to sit through a whole
I
show.
will do it if after watching this video,
No shirt.
all the donations come on PayPal, whatever else. I'll do it. Fine.
Oh, my goodness.
We can put a billboard up after this video within a day. Give a stipulation.
Oh,
Good.
yeah, come
Hey,
on.
we can make some phone calls.
Better share.
Oh, man. So how much...
I'll put my money where your pacifier is. Let's do this.
Or do you want to shave Chris's head or Joe's
no.
beard or like?
That's
now
pretty
we're
good.
getting into Totus Tuus because we had teachers and we all try to get each other into trouble. So,
Hey, I'd do that. I'd shave the beard.
okay.
Yeah.
I'll throw that in there.
Okay.
I'll show you my huge scar on my head if we do it. It'll be macho.
You'll put a hat on now for your
Yeah.
episodes.
True.
Yeah, so we need a dollar amount, though. It needs to be raised within a certain amount of time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is
before
not
get
what we
agree to
talked
this.
about
No,
before the
no,
show.
no, this is
All right, so we're
yeah.
talking about how to put up a billboard.
Right. So if you're excited about putting up a billboard, our Jesus I Trust in You billboard, we could branch out to other things like pro-life. There's a big Jesus one that we want to do that's like humongous. The legs are coming off the billboard. Awesome ideas. But
Yep.
find a spot that you're interested in, an area that you would want the billboard. So
location.
So the second billboard is literally in the backyard of the people that wanted to promote it, and they see it right outside. We went to their house. There it
That's
was.
unreal.
So find your
Yeah.
spot. Yes.
So, yeah, location. So
That's number one.
And if it's in a great spot, it's going to be expensive.
Yeah.
And if it's a
Highway.
left side read, meaning you're driving down the road and you're in America, not England,
Yeah.
then you're going to be on the opposite side of the road, right? And so it's a little bit cheaper. The size of it.
One in England. Anyways, sorry. I'm always thinking.
Well, somebody did contribute.
That's true. Ireland. And
From
England.
Ireland.
We did
Yeah,
have some
yeah.
Ireland
Yes.
contributors.
Let's do this.
Contributors?
Rome boys in
Contributors.
Rome.
Yeah.
Let's put one of the-
English, not my first language.
We're talking about England, and you can't even speak English.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
Okay, number two. If one of you guys want to take that one.
Number 2, contact your family and friends to see how much interest there is in donating to the project.
now it sounds like a pyramid scheme.
Now it does, yeah, with that voice, the
Yeah.
whole. Number 2.
Yeah.
Well, no, seriously. I mean, because you want your family and friends to be involved in
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
and
Before you
know,
bring it to your parish and before you
Yeah,
ask
first-
them if they'll support it.
First
Yeah.
thing, call your rich uncle.
thing.
Say, hey, man, I got this
Exactly.
idea for a billboard. Here's what it's going to say. We'll put your name at the bottom. No, I'm just kidding.
And it's easier if you're a go-getter because the last couple of billboards that we've done, and even when I'm thinking back in those pro-life contests in the school, there was always a leader.
Yeah.
There was someone that knew other people that knew who to ask.
It's not what you know, it's who you know.
I see. And who does your brother know?
Nobody. That's why he doesn't have a job.
The last billboard, they just basically text all their family and friends, and then boom, it was there. And so that person
Oh, that was
has-
like a matter of just a few weeks,
It was
and it was
nuts.
already up.
Here's the cool part. If it is a donation through Rome Boys, and all the proceeds go to the billboard, right?
Right.
And
100%.
tax deductible.
It's a tax deductible event at that point.
That's right.
And so that's not normally the case,
Right.
right?
So
So
your typical.
yeah, and so here's the thing: people want to give,
Yeah.
and everybody wants to do something big, especially if they're on fire for their faith and they don't know what to do about it.
This is big. Millions see it.
Per sign.
Per
Well,
sign.
let's just say, okay, let's go back to the whole if you're not a go-getter thing, because
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
thinking about that.
Sure,
Like,
sure.
What if you're not a go-getter? Surely you know somebody who is a go-getter.
Exactly,
Get them,
exactly.
partner up with them to get them to do the phone calls and
Exactly.
the texting and the emails
assist
or whatever.
them, help them.
Yeah.
What
Right.
they're good at, great. And whatever they
Yeah.
struggle with, you help them with that. You know.
Well, you know,
because we all have our talents, right? So one
Exactly.
person's a go-getter that's going to get all the names and the numbers and stuff, and the other person is the one that's going to be the money person. Puts it all together.
Exactly.
You know,
I'm having a moment now live, even though this is recorded, but on the set, that if we have a next location coming up and somebody wants to contribute, maybe we can have one of those thermometers where we have the funds that are going
Oh,
to
sure.
it.
Put that on
And
the
we can
website.
post that on our website. So if people want to contribute to a project that we already have going,
Yeah.
and they want these Jesus, I Trust in You billboards to go up, you can contribute that way. So if you don't have your own location, if you maybe, and the reason I thought about this is if you're not a go-getter, that's okay. You're still participating when you contribute.
Yeah.
absolutely.
And
Yeah.
when you donate and you say you want it to go to a billboard, it's going to a billboard. 100%
And,
of it.
cash or check or you
Yeah.
know the PayPal, whatever else. What we like about Patreon though is like, hey, we can plan ahead. We have this much money to pay for this many billboards, so that's
Yeah.
why our Patrons.
Yeah, because how many ways are there to pay for a billboard? Basically two.
yeah,
You either
yeah.
pay it all up front or a monthly bill.
Exactly.
Right?
And when
So-
what we have learned is if we do a year-long contract, they waive $1,000 or $2,000 fee by doing that. So we
Sure.
always want to kind of go for that year if it's possible and feasible.
Sure.
So I guess the pinnacle is Times Square in New York.
You serious?
Pro-Life Across America, they're the ones I did the billboards with, the pro-life ones. They just did one a couple of years ago, and that was always their goal, and they made it.
Wow. And
that's
they have
incredible.
over 10,000 billboards across America.
All over the place. I know you've seen them.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
have 2.
Yeah. It's
So
a
far.
start. Yeah.
Gotta start
Journey
somewhere,
starts
right?
with 2 steps.
Yeah.
Well, we have 2.
Just feel like Babe Ruth when you say it like that.
We have 2, but we also have several in the works.
Yeah, exactly. Permanent ones and also the ones that we lease for a year.
Yeah, so
So that is something to consider. Like, let's say that you're in Seattle, Washington, or you're in Maine, and you may not have a location. Maybe you're not a go-getter. Maybe, you're by yourself listening to this or watching this episode.
You can do it!
We do have permanent billboards going up.
Yeah.
If you contribute to Rome Boys billboards, those funds are going to go to a billboard, even if it's
Absolutely.
a permanent one. So if it's a permanent one, that means we're going to maintain that sign.
Yeah.
And we have legal contractual agreements with the landowner and with
Yep.
the billboard owner. And so we have full access and rights to the sign. And it's all above board. And
It's about the same cost as a temporary one for a year,
Right.
And then it lasts for a few years, and with weather, whatever else, you just replace the actual picture part, and then it's a fraction of the cost.
Yep.
A
Yep.
lot more work, but it can be done.
and,
Yeah.
and whenever you donate through Patreon or even PayPal, you can put in the memo portion of
Yes.
it, this billboard.
Please do.
So that way
yeah.
we know where it's supposed to go.
What location
Exactly.
and so
yeah.
forth.
Yeah. Number
So-
3, Chris, can you do
Well,
that?
you got to contact us. We
Yeah,
don't know.
exactly.
You don't tell us. While you might be an introvert, you can always just send a,
I'm an
a
introvert,
private
so just
message.
email.
There
I'll
you
be
go.
answering it.
Yeah.
So romeboys312@gmail.com. So,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
We don't
And-
know if you don't call us.
Yeah, and so
Or message us through social media, and we can converse that way too.
So we are going to put a link in the website so that there's a funnel,
perfect.
a way to
Perfect.
actually make that communication specifically for putting up a billboard.
We're actually brainstorming as we're doing this video.
Yeah, you can probably see the cloud.
We don't wing it, do we, guys?
Yeah.
Light bulb just went off. Ding.
I feel like Linus with all the dirt coming off of me, just brainstorming.
Sort of makes you want to treat me with more respect, doesn't it?
Anyways, I'm a weirdo.
So if you do contact us, God willing you will, hopefully we'll research. You kind of give us an idea which billboard companies are in that area. Then we can contact them, see what's available, kind of find out on costs, come back to you and say, what do you think? Is this enough? We
Or
hopefully...
even if it's in a different location, we can't physically go see it. So
Right.
we would need you to go
Yeah.
out and visually see if this is a good place, or if there's a tree in front of it, or
Sure.
The billboard's falling apart, if
Yes.
the lights are out on it.
Yeah.
So hopefully as this grows, we can, as we talk about cost, hopefully one day we can have some buying power.
Yeah.
Now, Pro-Life Across America putting up 10,000 billboards
Yeah.
probably has a
Amazing.
good contact.
Yeah, which
With-
is crazy because I helped put up one in San Angelo. Now there's 3, and I didn't even do the other 2. So they made a connection, and next thing you know, they're spreading. So it's
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
It is. So when we talk about cost, we mentioned the first billboard we put up was $6,500, 4 million views, right side, huge sign, just a godsend
on it.
location.
Yeah.
They first came to us with 12,000.
Yeah.
And then cut it in half when we said, I don't know, that's
I'm
expensive.
a salesman, so we'll get you the best deal.
Yeah.
Father of 7 kids, we're going to get you a good deal.
Yep, it's true.
We're going to make sure we get them down to the best.
Yes. And so then we had a lady in Fresno, California reach out to
Yep,
us with
yep.
3 locations
Yep.
ranging anywhere from $18,000 a year, $1,500 a month, to $25,000 a year, $2,000 a month. So
And now that might sound frightening at first, but when after you put the pencil to it and you find the donations to come in, you'd be amazed at how quickly you
Yeah.
can actually get those donations.
Yeah.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
yes.
And that's California, right? I mean, a lot of these rural areas, when I was in Dodge City, Kansas, or even in Wichita, Kansas, it was $3,000, $4,000, or $5,000 for a year.
Yep.
So it can be
Sure.
done. So it just depends, okay, we raised this, what can we do with it?
Yeah.
And then we'll check it out, the options.
So here's the thing: if it's going to be a not-for-profit donation, and it's going to go through Rome Boys, we're going to be the ones to sign the contract.
Yep.
And so we're going to be on the hook for that.
Yeah.
So we really would like to get our billboards are paid off.
Yeah.
We don't owe a monthly fee on those. We're good. So it's not putting Rome Boys in debt.
Yeah.
If we're going to
If the money's in the bank account,
Yeah.
we pay it off. Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
makes it really difficult if we're trying to come up with, $2,000 a month. You're talking $24,000, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to take a little bit of money to put together, and we can always discuss how the finances will be handled in the process. Okay, right? So if you've got a pile of money here, we do have a bank account. Again, we're not for profit. You can feel safe with the funds. But just communicate with us. We'll make sure that you understand how the process works. You can hold the funds until the process is made. You can do it all yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Right.
contact the Billboard company and design your own. Yeah.
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 And we're excited for you to do that, and we'll help you.
If you can get the word
Absolutely.
of Christ's message
Yeah.
out, go for it, please.
So there's a world of ideas out there, and we have some principles that we operate by. Number one, we're going to tell the truth. It's going to be Catholic.
Yeah.
And we're not bashing anybody. We're bringing joy.
Now, as the ideal Catholic, rated 100% on Catholics.com.
Yes.
Right? And we're serving the truth, and we're serving Christ in what we do. So the billboards we're putting up is Jesus, I trust in you.
Yeah, which reaches, yes, the numbers, but Catholic, Protestant, atheist, fallen away Catholic, like everybody sees Jesus and thinks, oh, that's Jesus, boom. So it has a positive message for sure, and reaches all different types of hearts and souls.
Yeah, if you're in a bus or a car or a plane or the back of somebody else's RV, and or if
Everybody sees a billboard.
Yeah.
There are billboards everywhere. I mean, traveling like through New Mexico, there are literally hundreds of billboards along certain highways for miles.
Yeah.
In the middle of nowhere.
Nothing
In the
else
middle of nowhere.
but a billboard.
There's nothing there, but there's a billboard.
Tumbleweed.
Yeah.
yeah, and people
Most
see
of the
it.
time it's for casinos.
Yeah, this is true. This is
Right.
true.
But
So
anyway.
invest your money in a better way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can you imagine? Jesus, I trust
Or
in
if you do well at the casino.
there you go.
Run, boys.
Can you imagine Jesus, I trust in you amidst of all these
Right.
casino beer ads, whatever else they have out there that are just really, let's be honest, not good for you.
Yeah, there's one on my list, guys. A gentleman's club in St. Angelo. Billboard's right there.
Yep.
Boom. And you can put an arrow right there and say, Jesus don't want you in here.
Yes.
Whatever it may be, But you know what I mean? Like, we
I
need
know
to
exactly
go
what
and
you mean.
take the gospel everywhere where people need to hear it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know exactly. There's a billboard there that has been positive things on it, so
Okay.
it's encouraging that you say that.
Yep.
Location is definitely important.
And that's why these people in California want it, because, well, California.
yeah,
Enough
there's-
said.
in certain areas, right? It can be tough.
It needs Jesus.
We need
Yeah.
We
some
all
Jesus.
need
We
Jesus.
all need some Jesus.
So
Yeah, and the last step, you can send your basically the contact person, the main person, will collect the checks and then mail them to us, and then we'll deposit them, and then we'll pay the whole bill, and then next thing you know, it's going up. And it can take about a month. It can take longer than that, but if the process goes smoothly, it doesn't take very
And
long.
if we haven't mentioned it already, we are a nonprofit, so this is all tax deductible, okay?
What are we waiting for?
So
Yeah.
100% of it. So yeah, like you said before, I think that was a good point to drive home, is that going through us makes that cost a write-off,
Yes.
a donation. So instead of just buying it for yourself and putting it out there, and at least you can do something with it. You get a
And
little
then
tax
we've
break.
done it a couple times, so they want to work with us as an organization, and so they're more likely to give us a good deal as well. So that it just makes it easier for future billboards, for people to donate. We're getting the best deal. We get more Jesus billboards out there.
It's true.
It
Let's
works
get Jesus out there.
Amen.
yeah. And if anybody has, if you're talking with somebody about land and permanent billboards, we can help with that. We can share contracts and things of that nature.
Yep. Absolutely.
Okay.
All right, guys. That was awesome.
Yes.
Well, in the meantime,
Be bold.
be real.
Be Catholic.
God
bless.
bless.